He controlled $30 billion. Governments listened when he spoke. The world's most powerful people wanted his money, his attention, his approval. Then a spreadsheet leaked. Within 8 days, everything was gone. The money, the empire, the reputation. All of it. And the person holding that spreadsheet? Someone he trusted more than anyone else in the world. This is the story of how one relationship destroyed the fastest fortune ever built. People thought Sam Bankman-Fried had figured out something no one else understood. At 29, he was worth more than most countries' GDP. Presidents took his calls. Celebrities wanted photos with him. He was sleeping 4 hours a night, running 2 companies, and somehow always 3 steps ahead of everyone else. And right beside him, managing the money that made it all possible, was Caroline Ellison. Most people had never heard her name, but she controlled Alameda Research, the trading firm that fed FTX billions. She was brilliant, awkward, and completely devoted to Sam. They dated. They broke up, but she never left. What the world didn't know was that their relationship had become the single point of failure for the entire system. Not blockchain, not crypto volatility, not regulation, trust. By the end of this, you'll see exactly how $60 billion disappeared, because one person believed another person would never let them fall. And you'll understand why that belief was the most dangerous thing in the room. Sam Bankman-Fried grew up in Stanford, California. Both parents were law professors. High intelligence was the baseline in his house. Expectations were everything. From childhood, Sam operated differently. He didn't care about social norms. He wore cargo shorts to meetings. He played video games during investor calls. People thought it was quirky, but it wasn't quirky. It was a belief system. Sam believed the rules didn't apply to people who were smarter than everyone else. He studied physics at MIT, then went into finance. But traditional finance bored him. Too slow, too regulated, too many people saying no. So when crypto exploded, Sam saw something most people missed. Not just money, freedom. In 2017, he founded Alameda Research with a few friends. The idea was simple. Find price differences for Bitcoin across global exchanges and profit from the gaps. It was called arbitrage, and for a while, it was printing money. Caroline Ellison joined Alameda early. She'd gone to Stanford, studied math, worked at Jane Street, one of the most elite trading firms in the world. She was shy, self-deprecating, deeply intellectual. And Sam noticed her immediately. They started dating in 2018. But here's what mattered more than the romance. Caroline admired Sam in a way that went beyond professional respect. She believed he was destined for something historic, and that belief would eventually become the crack in the foundation. By 2019, Sam realized Alameda wasn't enough. He wanted to build the platform everyone else was using. So he launched FTX, a crypto exchange designed to be faster, smarter, and more user-friendly than anything else on the market. And it worked. Within 2 years, FTX became one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world. Billions in daily trading volume, partnerships with major sports leagues, a stadium named after the company. Sam raised money from the biggest venture capital firms on the planet: Sequoia, Temasek, BlackRock. They valued FTX at $32 billion. Sam's personal net worth hit $26 billion. He became the face of crypto's legitimacy. He testified before Congress. He donated millions to political campaigns. He told everyone crypto needed regulation, and lawmakers loved him for it. Meanwhile, Caroline was running Alameda. And Alameda was doing something almost no one understood. It wasn't just trading anymore. It was borrowing. FTX customers deposited billions into the exchange. That money was supposed to stay in FTX. But Sam had set up the system so Alameda could borrow from FTX's customer funds whenever it needed liquidity. At first, it was small, a few million here and there. then tens of millions, then billions. But speed was hiding something dangerous. Caroline knew the numbers didn't add up. Alameda owed FTX more than it could ever pay back. But she didn't push back. She didn't shut it down. Because Sam said it was fine. And Caroline trusted Sam. By mid-2022, Alameda owed FTX over $10 billion. Customer money, not company profits, customer deposits. And Sam kept spending. He bought a $300 million Bahamian penthouse. He gave millions to charities. He funded political campaigns on both sides. He acted like the money would never run out. People inside the company started noticing. Engineers saw the code. Accountants saw the transfers. A few even tried to speak up. But Sam's answer was always the same. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. November 2nd, 2022, a document surfaced online. It was Alameda's balance sheet. Someone had leaked it to a reporter, and what it showed was impossible to ignore. Alameda's largest asset wasn't cash. It wasn't Bitcoin. It wasn't real estate. It was FTT, FTX's own cryptocurrency. Billions of dollars in value, but only on paper. If FTX collapsed, FTT would be worthless, which meant Alameda's assets were built on air. This was the moment everything changed. At the time, Sam thought he could control it. In reality, it was fatal. Binance, FTX's biggest competitor, saw the document. Their CEO, CZ, made a decision. He announced Binance would sell all of its FTT holdings. The market panicked. Within hours, customers started withdrawing money from FTX. Hundreds of millions at first, then billions. It was a classic bank run. And FTX didn't have the money to cover it. Because the money was gone. Alameda had borrowed it, and Alameda couldn't pay it back. Sam called Caroline. They both knew what was happening. The system they'd built, the empire they thought was unshakable, was collapsing in real time. Sam tried to raise emergency funding. He called every investor he knew. He begged Binance to buy FTX. He posted on Twitter that everything was fine. But Caroline couldn't hide the numbers anymore. On November 8th, Sam filed for bankruptcy. $32 billion in value. Gone in 8 days. Even after the bankruptcy, Sam didn't believe it was over. He kept tweeting. He kept doing interviews. He told reporters it was all a misunderstanding. A liquidity crunch. Not fraud. Just bad timing. He blamed the media. He blamed CZ. He blamed crypto volatility. But he never blamed himself. And he never blamed Caroline. People who worked with him said the same thing. Sam genuinely believed he could fix it. That if everyone just calmed down, the money would reappear. That he was still the smartest person in the room. Caroline, on the other hand, was falling apart. She stopped responding to messages. She isolated herself. Friends said she looked like she hadn't slept in weeks. Because Caroline knew something Sam refused to accept. The fraud wasn't an accident. It wasn't a mistake. It was a choice. A choice they'd both made. Over and over. And now, the consequences were real. Investigators moved in fast. The FBI, the SEC, the Department of Justice. They seized documents, froze accounts, interviewed employees, and they focused on two people, Sam and Caroline. Anyone who questioned Sam during those weeks was pushed out. He stopped listening to lawyers. He stopped following advice. His ego told him he could talk his way out of anything. It was the same belief that got him here in the first place. December 12, 2022. Sam Bankman-Fried was arrested in the Bahamas. He was extradited to the United States, charged with wire fraud, securities fraud, money laundering, campaign finance violations, 8 criminal counts, each one carrying decades in prison. The media swarmed. Every outlet on the planet covered the story. The boy genius who lost everything. the crypto emperor who built his throne on lies. But the most shocking moment came later. Caroline Ellison agreed to cooperate with prosecutors. She confessed everything: the illegal loans, the falsified balance sheets, the lies to investors. And she told them who gave the orders: Sam. In court, Caroline testified for 3 days. She cried on the stand. She admitted she knew it was wrong, that she'd been terrified, that she did it anyway because Sam told her to, and because she loved him. The jury heard recordings, messages between Sam and Caroline, instructions to hide the money, to fake the numbers, to keep lying until the system stabilized. But it never stabilized. FTX customers lost $8 billion. Investors lost billions more. Employees lost their jobs, their savings, their futures. And through all of it, Sam sat in the courtroom, expressionless. The trial lasted 5 weeks. The jury deliberated for 4 hours. Guilty on all counts. Sam Bankman-Fried was sentenced to 25 years in federal prison. Caroline Ellison received 2 years. A lighter sentence because she cooperated, because she admitted guilt. But the damage wasn't just legal. Sam's parents lost their reputations. His brother, who worked in politics, disappeared from public life. The charities Sam funded returned his donations. The stadium removed FTX's name. Everything he touched turned toxic. Caroline's life collapsed differently. She couldn't show her face in public. Friends abandoned her. Her career in finance was over. The internet turned her into a meme, a cautionary tale, a punchline. She released a statement after sentencing. She said she was sorry, that she'd made terrible decisions, that she wished she could undo it all. But apologies don't return $8 billion. FTX customers are still fighting to recover their money. Some will get pennies on the dollar. Many will get nothing. And Sam? Reports from prison say he still doesn't understand what he did wrong. He writes letters claiming innocence. He insists he was trying to help people. He genuinely believes the system failed him, not the other way around. Here's what most people miss about this story. Sam didn't fail because he was stupid. He didn't fail because crypto crashed. He didn't fail because the media turned on him. He failed because he trusted one person completely, and that person trusted him back. Caroline could have stopped it. She saw the numbers. She knew the loans were illegal. She had the authority to shut Alameda down. But she didn't, because shutting it down meant admitting Sam was wrong. And admitting Sam was wrong meant breaking the one belief that held her world together. That he was special. That he'd figured out something no one else could see. Sam believed the same thing about himself. And when two people believe they're untouchable, they stop seeing the edges. The regulatory investigations, the whistleblowers, the leaked documents. All of it was invisible because they only saw each other. Trust isn't a weakness, but unchecked trust, trust without accountability, trust that replaces judgment, that's the most dangerous force in any system. $60 billion didn't disappear because of bad code or market crashes. It disappeared because two people convinced each other the rules didn't matter. Do you think Caroline ever really had a choice? Or was she just the person closest to the explosion? He didn't lose everything because he failed. He lost it because success convinced him he couldn't.